update on my sea glass skirt. So of course, because I'm doing this video, that means I'm done tier 4. So this is getting pretty exciting. So my name's Alyssa, otherwise known as Mrs. Comet Hunter, and I'm doing the sea glass skirt by Jill Stover. You can find the pattern on Ravelry, and you can also find my Ravelry page for this project in the link down below, okay? That's where I have all my yarns, the colors, everything like that, and I've made notes and links to all the YouTube videos that I've been doing. So if you want to go back and find out more information, that is the place to go. So I'll put that down in the back box below. So yes, I am so excited that I am done tier 4. So let me show you the skirt. It's gonna get bigger and bigger, obviously, as things do when you knit them longer and longer. So here we go. There's tier 1 again, tier 2, tier 3 with the blue, and now finally tier 4 on the bottom. So it starts with the brown, then the variegated, and then the yellow. So what I'm going to do, because it's getting harder and harder to show this skirt as I'm holding it, I'm going to try to take some nice photos of it, and especially of this lace pattern in the 4th tier, so you can have a better idea of what it looks like. But if I stretch it out, especially in the brown there, you can see the little snowflakes. Isn't it beautiful? So I ended up doing about 2 inches in the brown. I'm sorry, I was thinking Woolland because that's the brand of the yarn, and mixed it together with brown. So the brown Woolland yarn, and then the variegated by Stitches and Loops. Stitches and Loop, right? Yep, Stitches and Loops. And then I did one of the snowflakes in my Rowan Silk DK in the colorway Sunshine. So that's another 5 inches. I did not make any alterations to this tier in the pattern. I followed it exactly as charted, and I think it's just beautiful. I'm so excited to be done this and wear it. It's just, here's a question for you, because obviously I'm gonna have to wear a slip, right? Or something under it. Do you think black underneath or white, so that you can really see the lace pattern? Because remember, there's lace up here as well, but it's not see-through, right? So anyway, because I really want this to, you be able to see this lace. And yes, I can get it in, and it fits beautifully. I'm in love with this skirt. I'm not one to knit things more than once, like knit the same thing more than once, but I'm already thinking I might do another one of these. I think there's a cat trying to get in. Yeah. So I might even try to take a picture of this on, so you can see the length of it and how it fits. I've got 2 more tiers to go, which are going to be, again, another 5 inches each. So another 10 inches to go. Right now it's about at my knee, I believe. I'm also going to try to get a longer cord for the next tier, so that you can see how the tiers are getting wider and wider each time, because there's increased rows, right, between each tier. So yeah, I am loving this knit. So tier 4 is done. So that means we're on to tier 5, and this is the tier that I am putting into the pattern as a decision for myself. Normally it's a 5-tier pattern. For the 5th tier, she gives a choice of 2 patterns. I've decided that I'm going to do both choices 5 inches each. Sorry. So yeah. So first what I'm going to do a little bit of a change. Because the yellow ends right at the end here, I am going to do the knit one round, purl one round row that's usually at the beginning of each new tier. It kind of gives a bump. I'm going to do that in the yellow instead of in the next color that I'm going to. And then when I get to the increase round, I'm going to do that in the new color, just so I have a little bit more of a border around the yellow snowflakes. Because right now I feel like it'll just look like it ends. You know what I mean? So I'm going to do that. And so my next tier, it's going to be a small lace pattern. She calls it a small shell lace pattern, and I'm thrilled to knit this one because it's a 4-row repeat. 3 of the rows are knit, which means I can do lots of things while doing that. So yay. So here's what I'm going to do for this row, or for this tier. It's going to be a little different. I'm going to do less colors. I'm only going to do 2. And why I'm doing that, because I wanted to choose yarns that I have more yardage of and I haven't used very much of. And go together really well. Although all these seem to go together really, really well, so that worked out. So I'm going to do Evergreen by The Loving Path, and then my Pavlova, which is the Kenzie by Haiku. So those are going to be the 2 colors. I'm going to start with the dark green and then do the Pavlova. And I'm going to do 2.5 inches of each approximately. So the bands are going to be wider. And the reason why I chose to do the color that order, because my first color in my last tier is finally, I'm going to introduce the Muck color by Old Oak Yarns. And this is a very dark brown. And so I wanted a high contrast between the last 2 tiers. So instead of doing that together, I'm going to do, this is going to be the end of tier 5, beginning of tier 6. So yeah, so there is nothing else that I'm done, that I'm changing. I'm going to change needle sizes again at the beginning of this tier 5. So when I do the increase row, I'm going to change to US 6 needles now. And that's going to be the last time that I change needle sizes. So you can see I have notes all over this. So right now I'm at about 250 stitches per round. And then of course in tier 5, when I do the increase row, it's going to go up by a certain number of stitches. Again, I'm doing knit front and back every certain number of stitches that she tells me to, that you'll have to find out if you get the pattern yourself. Yeah, I think that's it that I was going to say. I realized that I wanted to get this done as a summer project, but of course I didn't really start it until July. So my goal, which I think is totally doable, is to get it done for Canadian Thanksgiving, which is October 8th this year, I believe. And the only reason I know that is because I think it's the same day as my younger son's birthday. So I don't think that should be an issue, because I only have 2 tiers to go. These tiers have not taken nearly as long as I think they will. It's taken me about a week to do each tier, so I've been doing pretty well, I think. But of course, I start school, and so do the kids, but I start teaching on September 4th, so that's going to drastically decrease my knitting time and stitching time. So we'll see how fast I can do it, but stay tuned for more videos as I go through. I promise I'll do the last 2 videos for the last 2 tiers, and then maybe something special when I'm done. I will be doing a recording for my regular podcast, Knit 1 Breathe 2, this week, the last week of August, so stay tuned for that. And in that, I'm going to talk about my ideas for videos as we go into the fall. So thank you for watching both old viewers and new viewers. I've seen there's a few new subscribers, so hello, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. I would love to hear from you. Please introduce yourself. There is a Ravelry group for Knit One Breathe Two, so please go on Ravelry, check it out. Follow me on Instagram, YouTube. I have a blog that's under Mrs. Comet Hunter as well. So please check me out and say hi. I'd love to hear from any one of my viewers. So I think that's it for now. I'm really excited to get back to this and to get Tier 5 going. So hope you get lots of crafting done in the meantime, but don't forget to breathe too. Bye.